going on, Jerome's? So your Minnesota Vikings still have a dental floss thin Johan Santana ERA chance of making the playoffs, but still a chance to make the dance on the road against the low-energy Detroit Lions, Week 18, who are going to be playing their starters, reportedly. And the question, yet again, is who was going to be under center? Was it going to be the Passionate relaunching? Was it going to be the veteran Nick Mullens? Or was it going to be Jaren Hall starting again, only to get benched at halftime because Kevin O'Connell didn't really give him a shot? But argument for another day. Well, reportedly, well, not even reportedly. Well, hey, Vikings, reveal your sources. So Kevin O'Connell announced that Nick Mullens will be getting the start on Sunday against the Detroit Lions in the regular season finale, as the Vikings look to get a W and keep their playoff dreams alive, as well as maybe poo-poo on the Lions' chances to get the 2 seed, which is still marginally viable. And Kevin O'Connell, I mean, if you watch Kevin O'Connell's presser, he just seems like a guy that's exhausted. All right, so been a long season, been a frustrating season, injuries, turnovers, everything, man. So, again, hey, it's like, but Vikings fans should tell him, like, hey, don't worry, buddy. Just lose the last game and jobs won't be on the line. Maybe not his, but maybe some of his assistants will be asked to be sacrificed. But just lose out, get a better draft pick, and go from there. Now, I think like Mike Vrabel's tirade about losing effing sucks. I think certainly does hold true. But Mullens is going to get the nod against the Lions, and I mean, frankly, I love reusing memes. Like when Mullens was acquired in trade before the start of the season last year from the Raiders, and then now him taking over the QB1 job. It's great, man. And Kevin O'Connell has not decided yet if it's going to be Jaren Hall, the Mormon Missile, as the quarterback 2, or Josh Dobbs, the Passionate, who's going to serve as quarterback 2, and who's going to serve as the emergency third quarterback. So now it's been an absolute gong show at quarterback for the Vikings. So Kirk popped his Achilles against the Packers, and Jaren Hall was the backup because Nick Mullens was on injured reserve at the time with a back injury. I mean Nick Mullens got hurt. Doing what? Lifting the clipboard? But Jaren Hall got started against the Falcons, looked good on a second drive, got concussed, and then Josh Dobbs came in, Passionate, baby. And then the first half of was the first half of the Saints game like the best we felt since Kirk popped his Achilles? Probably. But and then the Broncos game was Dobbs, same thing against the Bears, even though and then coming out of the bye, there was some thinking that the Vikings could make a change since they lost those 2 close games and the offense had been an issue, but Dobbs started and then he got pulled, and then Nick Mullens led them to 3. Woo! The game-winning field goal. God, that was such a dumb game. Anyways, and then Nick Mullens started against the Bengals and the Lions, and respect to Nick Mullens. Yes, I do think the offense does operate most efficiently with Nick Mullens because, I mean, Josh Dobbs is not really much of a pocket passer, but his legs and improvisational skills did lead the way in the Falcons and the first half of the Saints game. But Nick Mullens being a veteran, Nick Mullens being in this offense for 2 years, and Jaren Hall being a rookie, if you're looking to put up points, fully understand it. But it goes back to why even bother starting Jaren Hall against the Packers? Like if this is the plan, like if Jaren Hall, who didn't look great but also didn't look completely terrible or lost out there, like why pull him at halftime and vilify him in the eyes of the fan base, and then why not just start Mullens the entire time? Why just not name Mullens the starter the rest of the way? Because you're going to have turnovers with Mullens. I mean, it's just what happens. He had 4 picks against the Lions. He had 7 turnover-worthy plays, 15.9% against Detroit. So, I mean, it's what's going to happen. All right. So I understand that Kevin O'Connell has been making chicken salad out of chicken bleep since Kirk got hurt, but I don't know, man. But Nick Mullens is averaging 8.8 yards per attempt, 5 touchdowns, 6 picks, 86.6 quarterback rating. But it just goes back to I miss Kirk Cousins. 69.5% completion percentage, nice. 18-5 touchdown the interception ratio, leading the league at the time. He was second in passing yards behind Tua when he got hurt. He was a top 5 in quarterback rating, but. Okay, but going back to Nick Mullens, and at least it won't be boring. At least, I mean, there's going to be turnovers. There's going to be head-scratching plays, like his 2 touchdowns against the Bengals to Addison were throws that you probably shouldn't make. But and it's not really a spot where it's like, hey, we're going to see what we got in the young guy, Jaren Hall. And Kevin O'Connell seems very adamant about his progression, so he's going to be in the mix. I mean, Mullens could be back as QB2 next year. I think the Passionate leaves in free agency, inks up somewhere else. Maybe the Vikings get a compensatory pick, but yeah. Either way, buckle up. Nick Mullens is going to be slanging it against the Lions Week 18 in Detroit. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell names Nick Mullens the starting quarterback against the low-energy Detroit Lions at Ford Field on Sunday, wrapping up the 2023 regular season. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.